this is the cat-cow exercise. So we're going to be a nice thick mat under the body. The hands are directly under the shoulders and the knees are directly under the hips. So you want to make sure that you're stable and you're not collapsing into the shoulders. So one of the cues would be to push the floor away to fill that gap and elongate the neck. We're going to engage the belly up and in. We're going to go into a traditional cat-cow, which is to pull cat, pull the nose towards the pubic bone, push the spine towards the ceiling, breathe into the back body, and then reverse that with the nose and the tail going in opposition of each other. Big inhale through the front body, and then exhale, and we can continue to reverse this. Inhale into the back body, and so it goes. Make sure that you don't collapse into the shoulders at any time. And then we're going to go into our lateral bend. So that is pulling the hip towards the shoulder, and look where you're going. It's not so much of a turning as much as it is a tilting of the head. Elongate the opposite side of the body and reverse. Inhale to hold. Exhale to release. So we're stretching and laterally flexing the spine. And back to the center. The sexy cat variation is to vary the head circling and the tail at the same time in opposite directions. So if we start with the tail, we're just visualizing that the tail is going to go lateral, tuck, all the way down around to the opposite side, arch, up and around. Adding the upper body now. The head and the hips going in opposition. We're going to reverse that. If you think of your head having a paintbrush to paint on the opposite wall, and your tail having a paintbrush to paint on the opposite wall, that might help you with your direction. So that is your cat and cow, and now we're going to move on to the locked down cat. So we're going to use either a standard box or the side of the equipment, or you could use an ottoman or some type of furniture at the house. We're going to go into a prayer position, resting the arms on the side of this box to lock down the upper back. The upper body is not moving. So from here now, we're going to fully rest the chest down onto the forearms and find that the knees are directly under the hips. From this position, we have locked the thoracic spine, and we can perform the cat and the cow in the lumbar spine only. Only work to your tolerance, to your comfort. Don't push into any pain. And breathe. Excellent. The next variation is called the splat cat. So we're going to move this out of the way, and we're going to grab a TheraBand. It should be a rather thick and sturdy TheraBand. We're going to wrap this around the low back. Keeping this pretty tight, we're going to have the knees quite wide open into a tripod position, and we're going to pull the TheraBand down to press the hands onto the floor, holding the band ends while the other band is wrapped around the low back. Toes are together. The hands are down in front of you. Elongate the spine and the neck. The band is resting in the low back, and we're going to perform the cat-cow resistance into the band. If you need more tension or more range of motion, you can open the knees wider as you need to. Breathing into this as many reps as you like. A great mobilizer for the low back. Bring the knees back together, walk the hands back up. Good work.